Clovis here with UNS Technology LLC. Today we're gonna talk again about design patterns. So today we're gonna talk about builder patterns. What's a builder pattern? A builder pattern is the pattern that helps you to create objects in some way, like that you don't need to use the objects many times. It's like a way to build an object, adding stuff until in the last moment we're gonna actually get that object. So it's a little bit less explicit right now, but I'm gonna explain it very well, and then you're gonna get the points why I'm saying this. Okay, let's say normally we create an object like this. You have a class called home. Let's say we have that class called home. It has two variables, owner and address. So we have getter and setter for owner, and getter and setter for address as well. So in here, this is stuff we know already. Like you want to create a house. Like we said, the object for the house is Mary house, a house that belongs to Mary Rose. So we set there as a owner, and we set this its address, and we can do the print to get the owner and then to get the address to print it. So once we do it, and as we're seeing already there, but let's do it one more time. Yeah, you can see here all the values are there, Mary Rose and her address. So actually not church, but let's do church streets, and let's run it again one more time and then see. Yes, Mary Rose 123 Church Streets. So what about the builder pattern? So we have our home class here, but let's use builder pattern to create the same object in a different way. So we have another class that we call it a house home builder. So it's like you want to buy a house, you have to build the house. You can build it by yourself, like Mary's building his house by herself here, or you can assign this task to a builder. It's gonna build it for you, and once it's gonna be ready, you're gonna be living there. So this is exactly what the home builder class is gonna be doing. Is like setting rules on how the builder is gonna be building your house. So this is a constructor of home builder class. So whenever you are instantiating home builder, it's creating a new instance of home, like a new home. We call it home instance. So once you want to add an address, you're adding an address for this home instance, you should return this. When you're returning this, it means you're returning the same object. So after adding the address, and then you're like, okay, I want to get still the same object. Now the object is home instance as an address added, and once you're gonna be like adding a owner, you want to add a owner, so you're gonna add a owner in the home instance inside the home builder, and you're gonna be returning the home builder object in which the home owner has been added inside the home instance. And at last, when you finish adding everything, then you want just to use the same objects to return the home instance so that you can get the home done. This is actually the last method mostly used in the builder pattern, because you can see in the previous method we're returning the home builder type, but the last one we're actually returning the object we need. So after building it, so let's see, go to the demo and see how we're gonna happen. I put it under comment so that I wanted first to see how we're getting the value of the simpler way to create objects. Now that we're using builder pattern, I wanna comment this one so that we can see what's happening. So in here, I created the home builder. Like I said, the constructor. Inside the constructor here, you can see I'm initializing home instance. So initialize is like I'm creating an object of home instance. That home instance, which is a variable inside the home builder class. So we create a builder object using the constructor is constructor home build, which create also the home instance. Then we start, because it's a builder, we can do add address. This method add address is defined also inside the home builder class. So we're adding the address, and then we're getting the same instance. We're setting the address for the instance. Set address inside the home. Add address, it's called so that we can pass the address to the method of home instance, which is set address. And in the set address is getting the address actually that didn't have a value inside the home, and pass the address in here, in the address, the current address we're using here. So then since add address, after adding the address, we're returning this, which is mean the same object I use add address, like, which is our builder. This means our builder, because it's like a build, our builder is in the front of this object here, and then we can just call it this. It means we're returning the same object. So that's why since we're returning the same objects, this two line is just as if it's the builder here I created, but with now with that has is a home instance with this address. So it means we can just do that and then add another method, because it's an object. To access a method from this object, you can see in the pop-up there is showing home builder that add this, which is possible. So the same way we can do, we did add, and then add owner is returning also this. So it's returning a builder, so that we can call, if builder had other methods below here that return home builder, so we can still put a dot, and then we're gonna be getting the same object that we created initially. And then now at last is where actually build method, mostly they use a build. It's when actually we're returning the object we were building, like we're constructing. So we're returning the home instance. It means we're returning the home, because we are building a home. We are not building a home builder. A home builder was helping us to build a home. Then so this is returning a home. So then the home, we need a home variable to hold the home object. So that's why John house, it's a home, and we can do actually John house get owner, John house get address. As you can see, it's not even complaining. So we just put this one to have a format, like one line between these are two way of creating the objects. This one is the builder way, and here is the normal way. Let's run it and then see if we're getting the same type of result as we did uh, we get before. We did get before. Oh, let's run it. You can see, even though we use a builder pattern or not, we're still getting the same results. But for it's a good practice to use a builder pattern. It's more descriptive, but the downside of it sometimes it's like you're adding more lines in your code because they like to have it structured this way. There is there are more way to use to create to implement this builder pattern. This is the simplistic one. There are some sophisticated way to do it, but at least for now, if you know this one, then you'll be able to see others. Thank you for listening to us and giving us your time. Have a blessed one and bye for now. Thank you.